So starting the test drive for this 23 Wrangler, I love the two-door because it just feels so much more agile than the four-door, which feels agile as it is just with the turning radius, how these are made. But I just feel like I'm in a small sport SUV. And I actually like the 2-liter over the V6. Now, of course, the V6 is going to be faster. It's a bigger engine, more horsepower, all of that. But the turbo just makes me feel quick. And how I like to drive and how I like my vehicles, I'd rather have that. I'd rather have a turbo 4 over a naturally aspirated V6 9 times out of 10. Now, if you're talking about with a Torque Flight 8-speed and a Charger or Challenger, I'll probably take a V6 over a turbo 4 in one of those. But in this Wrangler, I just like having that feeling of boost as opposed to just having a naturally aspirated V6. But after, like I said earlier, I rented one of these a while ago, and it's just so much fun to drive around the beach, especially on nice days. But then if it's snowing outside, you can still handle that terrain as well. So I think it's a super good option if you like to go to the beach a lot, or you're in a rough terrain, somewhere where you get all 4 seasons, and you want something that's just super fun to drive and you don't necessarily have a lot of extra people with you. So if you do a lot of car meetups and things of that nature, take trails, and it's usually yourself and one other person, or maybe every so often you have a friend with you, the two-door is a pretty good option. But I just love how easy it is to drive these. Now again, like I said earlier, it's not the most practical vehicle, but it is one of the most fun vehicles, and I can say that driving quite a few cars in my lifetime. But especially like in Panama City Beach, doors off, the top off. It's just a great feeling taking in all that nature. Now I'm gonna give it a little bit of throttle getting on the interstate, but with that 295 pound-feet of torque, you can really get this thing going if you want to. We'll give it a little pull here. So pretty good acceleration again. And to me feels just as fast as the 2.3 liter they put in the Broncos. And one of my biggest complaints about the Broncos was specifically with a soft top, how loud it was in the cabin. Now with the hard top here, I'm getting some wind intrusion, of course, but nothing near what I got in the Bronco that I drove. And I think that was a 4-door. Was it a Badlands? I can't remember, but it was a 4-door and it had the soft top. And the sound in here is just a little bit better. Well, a lot better actually. But that's pretty much your competition. It's gonna be the Bronco. And to me, the Wrangler is still top dog unless you get a Bronco Raptor. But then again, you still have the 392 Wrangler, and you know, the V8 one. So to me, still love the Wrangler over the Bronco. But this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2023 Jeep Wrangler Sport S.